Okay, Iron Bowl week. Obviously playing Alabama, a very impressive team. When you look at them offensively, they're the #3 team in the country offensively, which really stands out to me. You know, playing in this league against the defenses that they face is very impressive. Their quarterback's playing at extremely high level, protecting the football, you know, throwing the football. They also have one of the better quarterbacks in the country as a backup. Then you look at them running the football, they're very impressive with their yards per carry. They do a good job in the run game. So they present a lot of challenges trying to take one of the two away. Defensively, I believe they're #7 in the country defensively. They got a very good front. Number 92 is playing at an extremely high level. He's very concerning in the run game, probably even more concerning in the pass game. Does a good job of getting pressure up front. That's what really stands out to me. Their back end, they got a lot of speed like normal. You look at their special teams and you know, they've got electric returners, you know, in the punt return game and the kickoff return game. So it'll be a big challenge, but we're definitely looking forward to it. Update, Nick Cole will play. He's been cleared to play, and we expect all our guys to be ready to play. Questions?
Will they need to wear a club or something?
There'll be some kind of apparatus that they'll have to wear.
How important is it just have him and then I guess as an entire group to be able to get pressure on them?
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, Nick Cole's one of the better defensive linemen in our league, and to have him out there and his presence is really big, especially playing you know, against an offense like this that presents the challenges that they present.
Guys, how much does it mean, just mentally, that you have so many players on this team that could have been successful against it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it means a whole lot. We do have a bunch of players that played last year. You know, anytime you play the Iron Bowl, you know, really it stands out to me. It's a physical test on both sides, and it's football at its highest. And the fact that we got a lot of guys that have been a part, it does nothing but help us this year, especially going on the road.
Coach, when you want to go on the road, Ryan State, and you played multiple Iron Bowls there, what's your initial thoughts? What memories come back to you when you think about playing this game there?
Yeah, it's a challenging place to play. You know, obviously we won in 2010. You know, 2014 was a shootout. We came up a little short, but you got to play good football. I mean, you got to play good, clean football to have a chance to win. You know, you've got to make plays on offense. They make you earn it. You're going to have some one-on-one situations. You make plays, and then defensively, you just got to do a good job keeping them out of the end zone. I mean, they're explosive on offense, and they can move the football. In special teams, you know, we've got to win the special teams battle too. So, you know, to have a chance to win, that's what you got to do. You know, at a place like playing there.
How much can a win against Alabama kind of help with momentum moving forward into bowl season and of course?
Oh yeah, I mean it'd be huge. I mean, anytime you play the Iron Bowl and you win, I mean, that's big on both sides. So that'd be huge.
Deshaun Davis, after the game Saturday against Liberty, said that this might be the best Alabama team he's seen, just overall as a unit. I mean, obviously you haven't played them yet, but what they've done this season, do you think they're in that discussion?
Well, first of all, they've had a lot of really, really good teams, okay? I think that's the first thing. I mean, you look at statistically what they've done is very impressive, especially in our league. On the offense being in the top 10 in the country and defensive statistically being in the top 10, you know, that's what really, you know, stands out to you. You never know until you play someone to answer that question correctly, but they're a challenging team, there's no doubt. They're good in all three phases.
You touched on Quentin Williams, their defensive lineman. I know you guys recruited him and he was committed here for a while.
Yeah.
Did you guys see him being this good when you were
Well, I mean, you know that a guy's got talent, you know, when you recruit someone, but he's playing at an extremely high level. He's very impressive to watch. And like I said, not just stopping the run and coming off blocks and being athletic to make plays, but he disrupts stuff in the passing game. And you know, anytime that a defense can get pressure up the middle, that changes things. And he's consistently done that, even when he's been double teamed. He's got a gift.
To run on Alabama, you're going to have your most physical game up front with your offensive linemen. How do you get them to kind of raise their level as far as physicality?
Well, you just said it. You got to raise your level in this game. You got to raise your level, and you got to find a way to get it done. And you got to be balanced to have a chance to beat them. And like I said, we know each other very well, and we know what we got to be able to do. But you got to do it. You got to raise your level to be able to do it.
Is Libby Whitlow making progress with his ankle?
Yes, he's healthy. He's healthy and ready to go.
Full speed?
He's full speed.
How much have you seen, I guess, the offensive line come together a little bit under Caleb Kim those last couple of weeks?
Yeah, I think since we made that move back, a little more stability there, you've seen them continue to grow. The last 2 weeks, I think they played good football. You know, so that's encouraging, getting better.
What have you seen from Tua? What stands out to you?
Well, he extends plays very well, and you know, when things aren't within the normal timing, you know, he's really, really good. Good rolling out, creating things. His ball placement, when he's under pressure, is really good, and he can beat you with his feet too. You know, he's not just a thrower, so he's got a unique skill set. He's very impressive to watch on film.
How different is it for your defensive staff preparing for this Alabama team? Just because of different styles?
Well, anytime you got a different quarterback, I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, you got to prepare differently for different kind of quarterbacks. You know, they presented a lot of challenges last year too. It's just kind of different this year, but you know, I said both those quarterbacks they have. I mean, you know, their backup took them to the national championship against Clemson and did everything he could to win the game. So they got two outstanding guys.
You mentioned though that because of the way they do things now, they'll call anything at any time. How difficult is that as a defense when you have an offense?
Yeah, you can tell that you know, they feel like they can call anything and he'll make it right. Most time he doesn't.
Does he compare to any quarterback you've gone against?
I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I probably can answer that question better after we play him. You know, you watch him on film, you're impressed though.
You know, from the outside looking in, not a lot of folks give you guys a chance to win at Alabama. I mean,
Yeah.
their closest game's been 22 points in the SEC.
Yeah.
Margin of victory. Do you bring that up to your players that, hey, no one's expecting you to go in there and win? I mean, this program won there in 8 years.
You know, this is Auburn, and it's the Iron Bowl. We don't have to bring anything up. This is a game that our guys look forward to, their guys look forward to. You know, I don't know, when we have beat them the last 2 times, we probably weren't the favorite. So, you know, we'll see what happens.
How much has Jarrett confidence grown and everything, and how much has his play improved?
Yeah, I think you've seen him consistently get better, and he's protecting the football. And you know, the great thing you got with Jarrett is, you know, he played extremely well in this game last year, and you know, so he kind of knows what he's getting into, and I think that's very important too.
Gus, you mentioned 2014, but games like that, how important are, you mentioned big plays all the time,
Yeah.
but especially because it's tough to drive
Yeah.
15 play. How important are big plays?
Yeah,
on
you
Saturday?
got to have big plays. If you're gonna have a chance to beat them, we have to have big plays. Whether it's run game, pass game, doesn't matter. I mean, that's the formula, you know. And you've got to be good on 3rd down. Last year we were really good on 3rd down, and that was a big difference. And you know, that'll be a big key, 3rd down, and keeping drives alive and giving us more opportunities. That's going to be a big key.
What do you feel like the biggest issue has been on 3rd down, even last week?
Yeah, it's not just one thing. You know, I'd say sometimes it may be youth at a certain position or whatever, but you know, we've had some opportunities we just hadn't converted. But I will say this: we've been a lot closer than the numbers probably dictate, and this needs to be a game where we have conversions.
It's quite off topic, but I just wondered about like the status of Eli Stove and what the plan is for him.
Yeah, so Eli's been practicing, and he is available, you know, if needed, but he's been practicing well, and so we'll see. So there's really no update other than, I guess, the last time a month ago.
So he will make a trip and dress out?
Yes, he will, and I think he's dressed out every game and has been able to play if needed.
I know this is the last game of the season, but obviously time is winding down for the senior class. What can you say about them, and you know, maybe some specific guys like Sean Davis, the character that he's brought to this program and impacted everything?
Yeah, they've their leadership, their character is what stands out to me. This hadn't been the easiest year, and the leadership has helped us get through this. And like I said, those seniors have meant a lot to our program. This is their last Iron Bowl, and I know they're gonna be fighting their guts out.
Anything else? All right, Coach.